A motherboard, also known as a mainboard or system board, is a crucial component of a computer that connects and allows communication between various hardware components. It serves as a central hub, providing electrical and data connections for the CPU central processing unit, RAM random access memory, storage devices, expansion cards, and other peripherals. The motherboard acts as a foundation upon which all other computer components are installed or connected. It provides the necessary power supply, data pathways, and interfaces for these components to function together effectively. Here are some key aspects of a motherboard. 1. Form factor. Motherboards come in different sizes and shapes, known as form factors. Common form factors include ATX, Micro ATX, and Mini ATX. The form factor determines the physical dimensions and layout of the motherboard, which affects the compatibility with computer cases and expansion slots. 2. CPU socket. The motherboard has a specific CPU socket that determines the type of processor it can support. Different sockets are designed for different CPU families, such as Intel's Logia or AMD's M4 sockets. It is important to ensure compatibility between the motherboard and the chosen CPU. 3. RAM slots. Motherboards have slots for installing RAM modules. The number of slots and supported RAM types, for example, DDR4, vary depending on the motherboard model. The RAM capacity and speed supported by the motherboard can impact system performance. 4. Expansion slots. These slots allow for the installation of expansion cards, such as graphics cards, sound cards, or network cards. Common expansion slot types include PCI Express, PCIe, and PCI. The number and type of slots determine the expandability of the system. 5. Storage interfaces. Motherboards provide connectors for various storage devices, such as hard drives and solid-state drives (SSDs). Common interfaces include SATA serial ATA and M.2. The number of connectors and supported speeds can affect storage capabilities. 6. Input or output I/O ports. Motherboards feature a range of I or O ports for connecting peripherals, including USB ports, audio jacks, Ethernet ports, and video outputs. The number and types of ports vary depending on the motherboard model. 7. BIOS or WEFI. The motherboard contains firmware known as the Basic Input or Output System BIOS or Unified Extensible Firmware Interface WEFI. This firmware initializes the hardware during startup and provides configuration options for the system. When selecting a motherboard, it is important to consider factors such as compatibility with other components, required features, and expansion options. Motherboards play a critical role in the overall performance and functionality of a computer system.